bring him again?
I'm gonna just copy paste my YouTube so that way he can like at least see it tomorrow. Cause I know YouTube started doing this thing recently, which I like. Shaggy and Jamak. Not Jamaica. Don't give me that bullshit.
Jamaica.
Okay. Backspace, YouTube.com. Really gonna make me fucking work for it here. And then we got Shaggy and Jason AC. It should only pop up with my channel for channels, but you never know. Ah, yes. I do need to, like, re-bring back in Shaggy or whatnot, but I'm not doing that today, because bringing Shaggy back in would be a bitch and a half. But that's actually my channel, so I have been doing things with it. It hasn't gone very far, in all honesty. But it's fun. Oh, shit. I think streaming cuts my connection down by a lot.
Interesting. Let me select character.
So I'm pretty sure my last fight was with my bootleg Super Saiyan 4. So I'm gonna use my Grand Priest AHMS Goku. Now, this... Okay, so I don't know if you know, but the design, like the thing I'm ripping off with this character comes from... I don't know if it's Super Dragon Ball Heroes or something like that. It's one of the Dragon Ball Heroes things. And the main character, like the bad guy I'm basically ripping off, he copies Frieza in Cell and looks weird. It's like his second form in Dokkan. And then, ooh, we're both Ultra Instinct. And then, he gets a really cool form, which is like a mix of Hit and, Rose Goku Black, which honestly looks dope as shit. I don't know if you understand. Get slid on! Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. My Ultra Instinct.
You're gonna evasive that. Yep.
It's fine. No one needs to worry about it. Are you ready to die now?
Oh, that did not work!
Yeah, it's... Blitz only really works against strikes, which... I mean, makes sense, I guess. It just makes me sad.
I hit evasive. Oh, not evasive. I tried dodging.
Damn, am I getting fucked up by a moveset I used to use? Oh, wait,
Dodge.
you just weaved me? Oh, it's... Bet, let's fucking go. Oh, wait, no. Ooh, you thought you could outsmart me? I have that charge too. You're not special.
Oh, we had the same idea. Oh. That sidestep though. What?
Get baited! Oh, fuck, I got baited.
Oh, that almost worked. Ooh.
Damn! Damn, Goku, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
Just
That was
Goku's
closer
moves,
than he
bro.
wanted it to be. That was
Goku's
closer than he
moves are a
expected.
menace to society.
There's a reason why he was made the main character.
Oh yeah, no, without a fucking doubt, Goku deserves it.
I think pretty much anyone would agree that Vegeta would be a close second, especially in DBS.
Now, I didn't think of another good Goku preset that I liked, but to be fair, and I'm not saying this against Xenoverse, because I mean, Xenoverse has like infinite Gokus, but a lot of the Goku presets aren't that good. Don't get me wrong. Vegeta has had so much good cinematic presets. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get like a new Goku move, which I know, go ahead, bully me for it or whatever. But you can't tell me a new Goku move wouldn't be cool. You know?
Ow!
I could do that too. You're not special. Like,
Everyone can use that move.
yeah, no, but jokes aside, fucking when Ultra Instinct Omen Goku came out, that was kind of like the last good Goku. You know?
Oh, jeez. Ooh. You're gonna kill me before I even get you out of greenhouse.
That worked?
It didn't let me limit burst until you already hit me 2 times.
Yeah, but how did that... It shouldn't have activated. You were... What? That's why I was shocked, because when I hit Spirit Sword, it gave you the animation as if you didn't get stabbed yet, so I was like, that worked? You know?
I didn't get stabbed, but I was still heavy stamina broken. So I couldn't move.
One of these days, I'll configure this character, but not today. Alright, I'm gonna do randoms.
Oh, I did do random.
You don't have to. I'm doing it because I'm curious as to what I'd get if I did it.
I'll do randoms after this one. We'll both do random.
I want to do like 5 randoms, and then because I'm streaming, I can't really scrap any ideas, so like all of this is getting put up anyways. So what I think I'm gonna... Oh. So Gohan, you want God Key?
A little exercise before eating,
How easy getting God Key be in Xenoverse?
Oh, you don't have a key charge, do you?
It's fine. Charge up. You can have that. Whis is dummy OP. You'll understand in a
You know how
moment.
to use.
Even if I don't know how to use him, he's dummy OP. Have you seen his moves?
I'm
Alright, you
looking
ready?
at Gohan's moves. Maybe. Okay, so that does not combo very well.
Yeah, I deserve that.
Wrong move.
Oh, wow.
That's a bad night. Yeah, bad move. Wow, you're not gonna... Oh, no, you're gonna connect it.
Well, I mean, you kind of launched a really long ways away, so I couldn't do nothing about it. Ow.
That was not the move I was going for, but you know what? I will take it. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, that's Prelude to Destruction.
I didn't mean to do that stamina break, but I will take it.
Don't do that.
Bro,
Oh.
Lisa's moves are all just like dummy OP.
Don't do that.
Like, look at this. I'm about to abuse you. And now it just looks like a few key bars. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I'm fucking around. And I'm finding out!
I almost limit burst there, but I was like, maybe I don't. Oh god, Gohan is faced into the ground on my screen.
Gohan literally eating the dirt over there.
He's on his back on my screen. He's half buried.
Pause.
He's half buried in the ground.
Also, I want everyone to keep in record, because I know somebody's about to say some shit, considering I have like 3 level 140s and a bunch of shit. Yes, I use the save file editor. Yes, this is all on computer. And yes, we both kind of agree that it doesn't really matter.
I did a random character.
Oh, I just keep hitting triangle until the timer runs out, because I'm a heathen.
Ah. I didn't know we were doing that much random.
Well, I mean, if you hit it once, it'll only switch off of the character you're on, so it can't reselect that character anyways. You know?
Yeah, no, I just clicked random a few times and then selected.
Yeah, but you get what I mean, though, right? Oh. This is an interesting matchup. Bald versus hair.
Tall, bald, and buff versus petite and normal, I guess? I don't know. I don't want to... I mean,
We'll say luxurious.
You don't see many bald women. I was trying to do a back hit version just so I could use the key. I didn't want to lose the key. Wrong move, but okay. Ow.
What's wrong?
Ow, by the way. Full disclosure, I have no idea how to fight with her.
I don't know very much about how to play her either.
Jiren is actually a really good character. I know why they did it, doesn't mean I like it. But wait, there's more! Get one holy inscription, get one free!
That was a bad move. On my end. I have so much freaking stamina.
Bro, Supreme Kai of Time's moves are fucking busted.
I don't really know how to use Jiren either. All I knew is that I wanted to at least try to use Power Rush. Because that's a freaking 10-bar ult. Alright, I'll do random until the end of the timer this time.
I mean, you don't have to. I do it for me. I do it because I actually want randomization.
I'll do it too. Oh, I had my level 1 CAC for a moment there, or my level 5.
Oh, that's right. We
I
were
had him
gonna
again.
do level 1s against level 1s until they got stronger, weren't we?
That was one of the things we were doing.
If you want, after the next fight, not this one.
Oh god, I heard his laugh. I know who I got. Oh no, I'm gonna lose. I'm
If
not
you-
winning this fight. Yeah, I am not winning this fight. Goldo. What? What's his? Isn't his ultimate the one where he shanks you with a giant icicle that he creates out of thin air?
Yeah, it's paralysis, I think. And like he'll stop you in time and then just stab you with this really long spike. Why is Goldo so fast?
He's got short limbs. You don't want to get close to me. Oh, I thought you were gonna get closer. What?
I
Okay,
don't
okay,
know.
he has meteor blow?
Oh wait, I think I know what I can do with that. Wait,
I
he
did not mean to do that.
Tapion's transformed? What is this Saiyan level bullshit?
No! I thought I might have enough time because my plot armor kicked in for a moment. Ow! Oh, I'm lagging a bit. Oh.
Damn.
I did better than I thought I would with Goldo.
Yeah, high key, that was kind of scary.
I think that's the first time I ever used Goldo.
Oh, I believe it. Bro, Goldo's faster than I thought he'd be.
Are you sure it's not because I was just stopping time?
Bro, I'm 100% sure, unless you were holding your breath for half that fight.
Nah, I wasn't. I'm just making a joke here.
Alright,
Just a
so
joke.
this will be our last random fight before I ask you a question.
Do I want to know what that question is?
Do you want me to make a level 1 character so we could just do level 1 against level 1 and that be like our training or whatever?
I still have my other character from when we did that. I think she's level 5 right now, and I think yours is a little higher than her.
Actually, I deleted all of my characters after the update.
Oh
So the
god. I opened my eyes right as I selected. I'm gonna freaking lose this one too.
will
He's
you?
fast though.
You might actually win this one. At the very least with cannon power levels. Oh yeah, no, there's no way in hell I'm fucking winning. I have energy charge. It's
I do
literally
too.
it's literally far more efficient for me to just fight you.
I'm using energy charge right now. I'm almost at max key. There.
I mean, I get 6 and like some change bars of key.
And I have more than you. Whoa, oh, okay.
Dust
And
attack!
Kid Gohan have the same throw. I just realized that. Ah,
I can't believe that almost worked in my favor. Also, apparently, Protect Gohan is a move. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose this one.
You're being pretty evasive right now, though.
You're so tiny!
Ow.
Wait, why did
I
my
love you
health
on
come?
X.
God damn! Oh, and of course Piccolo doesn't have the Namekian regeneration.
Because he's not a CAC. Vegeto's technique.
Oh fuck.
I really wanted to beat you with the evasive. I really wanted to do that.
How could you be so much?
I could tell.
Trunks is so excited that he beat Piccolo.
So, did you want me to make a new level 1 and just have like level 1 battles all the way up to like the strongest or whatever?
I think I still have a level 1 male Saiyan.
Because we can just like fight our way up
There's
levels.
nothing equipped on him though.
But yeah, what I was saying
I
is
have
we
a-
could fight our way up levels, and at like every 10 levels, we're allowed to use like a new Saiyan transformation. Because I think. No, not 10. There's 140 levels, so it's like a lot, to be fair.
Hold on, let me let me see. Let's see. There's Super Saiyan SS2, SS3, Super Saiyan God Blue, and Blue Evolution. That's 6. That works out to 23.3 levels, so roughly every 20 levels. Every 20 or 25.
Okay. Hold on, how many forms do we actually have overall? Because in case you don't
There's
want
Super
to be like
Saiyan,
a Saiyan.
SS2, and there's Super Vegeta and Super Saiyan, then SS2 and Super Vegeta 2,
Okay.
SS3, Super Saiyan God, then Blue Evolution. That's 6. Unless you
So
count
every 20 levels forms or Ultra Instinct until we're in our like last 40 levels. Sound good?
Interesting.
Then if you choose another race, Namekian you're allowed to get within your first 20 levels. The Namekian and Kaioken are first 20 to 40, and then you have to wait until like you're in your
Oh, this
last
looks weird.
60. Huh?
I'm freaking. You see me freaking out on screen?
Not really.
Let me show you what I see when I do this.
Alright, so stream's gonna get a little fuzzy, that's fine.
You see this?
Oh yeah, that's not really that bad. Let's see. Alright, so what I was thinking is for this challenge, it basically you're allowed to use moves from each like saga, but depending on the form. So like instead of you being able to like in your first 20 levels use regular Super Saiyan and then just go Super Saiyan 3 off the bat, you do have to go in order of the forms. Sound good? So like
Yeah, I get what you mean.
you'll
If you
start
have
off with
Super
your
Saiyan, you can
Kaioken.
technically go to SS3 if you have enough ki, but you have to limit yourself to Super Saiyan.
Yeah, you have to either limit yourself to Super Saiyan or only use like or only use future Super Saiyan if you don't think you can. Sound good?
Yeah, part of me wants to do a female Saiyan.
Well,
Because
if that's the
female
case,
Majin was kind of interesting.
because I'm gonna make a new character anyways. So I was just like, did you want to do that? Because I mean, I'm streaming
Yeah,
anyways, so like,
I'll make a new character.
all right.
I like how I'm not even using the level 1 that I already have. That is a Saiyan. I'm like, no, I'm making a new one for this. That
Yeah.
character is just going to be forever stuck at level 1
It's what
and
they
wearing
deserve.
no
No, I'm kidding.
clothes. I have nothing equipped to them, so that way I could get.
All
I
right.
literally made them to test out the difference between level 1 default stats and max level default stats.
Also, for
Oh, you
anybody who does happen to watch this, we're not allowed to use Zenny or TP medals to level up our characters at all once we make them. We're allowed to essentially get like the one level from beating Raditz, but after that, no more, you know?
Well, part of me is tempted to get to use the West Supreme Kai hair because it's the only long and spike. Ooh, that could work actually. Oh, I kind of like the scar.
I'm debating,
I kind.
because there's only really two I do want to run. One of them is the Frieza race, and the other is a Saiyan.
What's the difference in the noses? Oh, that is basically zero nose. Oh, oh, you can have the Krillin. You can be Krillin.
Frieza,
Yeah, no,
Saiyan. Frieza, Saiyan. I'm gonna go with Frieza. I'm gonna be tiny, I'm gonna be fast. Let's fucking go.
Wait, there's a makeup color? Oh, it's for their eyeliner. As a female Saiyan, you have eyeliner. I didn't know that. What color should my female Saiyan's eyeliner be? Should it be bright red for Super Saiyan 4? Or should it be something else?
It's your choice what you make your color, your eyeliner. I don't really have much of a say in people's design. Holy crap, that's bright.
What color do I want the armor to be? Hmm. Ooh, that looks kind of neat. Gloves are going to be... This is fine. Oh, what am I gonna name them? I want to try and get a remotely decent sounding name for a female Saiyan.
That's fair. So what I was thinking was, right? For like other races, because you know how the Frieza race, the Namekians, the Majins, and the Earthlings really only have one form that isn't like for all the races. it depends on the form. So, like, Power Pole Pro, they're allowed to get within their first 20 to 40 levels. But for Frieza races, since they have Golden, they're only allowed to get that when, like, you get Super Saiyan Blue. Sound fair?
What was that?
So, like, for my Frieza race, when you get Super Saiyan Blue is when I'm allowed to go Golden. I'm not allowed to touch Golden
Fair.
outside of that. Beast, I'm gonna say Beast will be after Blue Evolution, but before Ultra Instinct. Sound fair?
Oh, that's a high-pitched voice.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, Beast goes after Blue Evolution, but before Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, the reason being because it wouldn't really make any sense to have it in another area.
Oh, that is such a girly voice. Overtly girly. It sounds too much like Khalifa.
Give me a moment. With your hands full, man.
This one hurts too much to bend.
Just stop hurting you.
I just got stabbed with a needle, John.
Just stop getting stabbed with a needle, nerd.
Oh,
I love you.
oh.
No, I'm streaming. No.
Alright, I have created female Saiyan.
All
I am loading. I haven't even done the Raditz quest yet.
Yeah, I'm streaming. What?
Oh yeah, I can skip
I
cutscenes.
mean, if you can
forget I
keep it low,
do
it should
that.
be fun. Do you want to borrow my headphones?
Oh. Damn, there's also something else. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm pretty sure we actually can't even use Super Saiyan until after we train with Vegeta in the Capsule Corp.
You're allowed to use Super Saiyan before then. You can go through that quest again if you're being a Saiyan, but you don't need to do that. Once you unlock a skill, it's permanent. If that makes sense. Did you hear me? Quantum? Quantum? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello.
Realized
Son of a
something.
bitch. I've been talking this whole time. No, you can use Super Saiyan. All of your skills that you unlock with
Oh, that's just for the saga. That's just for the
yeah.
saga, huh?
Yeah. Alright, so just to get a feel of the character, our first few all the way up to the first 10 levels, no skills should be equipped. The main reason being because I know like new characters will need new feels, you know?
No supers and no ults?
No supers, no ults. This is just going to be straight hands until we're done with the first 10 levels. It'll give us one hell of a time, you know?
Nobody. Me uses my hobbies are reading and sports.
I'm using the My Super Soul, not that I need it, but because it's there. Don't forget, you can skip through cutscenes by just hitting start or
That's true.
spamming X or A, whatever controller you're using.
Spamming the key charge button,
Well, that and the snap
but
vanish
without the
button.
trigger. Yeah. Spamming the jump button.
Yeah. But
I like how the first notification I get is you've collected all 7 Dragon Balls.
also I did the litter box and fed the babies.
Oh, thanks for reminding my we have to clean our cat's litter box too. Do I have a scouter
We're
that will
all in
match?
this together, and I'm kicking Raditz' ass.
I am also going to equip a QQ Bang. Is that allowed actually?
Okay, so items and stuff right off the bat. The only reason I'm allowing that is because there are
Oh, I
Super
just realized
Souls
I have a
that do
bunch
give
of
you
level
blame.
2 QQ Bangs. Why do I have so many? I was trying to make level 1s. Sorry. Uh,
There are Super Souls and stuff that will give you an advantage for just having basically just always having key, which I'm fine with. The thing was I didn't want us like using supers off the bat, just that way we can get it used to like the main combat of the character, you know?
hmm.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
So, you know how like every now and then you and I will like drop combos?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can buy a scouter that matches my armor.
What?
I like how my first concern is not to fight Raditz, but
What?
to
I
oh, I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I have to do the first quest. No. Okay, fine. Okay.
Alright, let me know when you've gotten through the Raditz mission, and then I'll invite you to the thing. Not
Oh,
those kind.
Kano.
Okay, because I
Hey,
wasn't
Kano.
sure.
What was that?
Give me a moment. I gotta go set up the lobby, so when Quantum's done, I can just invite him.
Greetings.
Always getting hurt.
Uh, I like how you haven't actually gotten the Nimbus vehicle yet.
Bro, I convinced you got some bullshit. I don't know what
I
DLCs you've
think you can.
got, but
I got it before I even had the DLC.
that's fucking weird. Why didn't he give it to me? Anyways, I'll send you the invite. I'm gonna go help Lil for a moment. Just accept it whenever you're done. Going through the Raditz. All right.
All right.
So it's like,
I'm skipping the Chronolith
No.
section. I have a Super Soul equipped. Oh, you know what? Imagine I equipped my hobbies are reading and sports and got triple XP and I just start off at level 3 or something.
it's not like, it's you.
I do have a level 1 QQ bang, but all it does is increase my HP by 1. Wow, I'm kinda tall.
Think I'm gonna make myself my burrito fixins.
Oh, I forgot I equipped a super so that
I'm
doesn't let me
breaking
use
this new
supers.
fucking can opener.
I actually can't use supers right now.
Well, I have mine set to 18 plus, so that way people who join it know it's for 18 and over. So I can cuss. It just can't be within like the first 5 minutes. Or like heavily consistently. I guess. Need help?
Yes.
Thank you. Here.
Wow, that was quick.
Right on my no.
You got a Z rank, let's go. All we needed to do is go through the Raditz quest, right?
Yeah, right after the Raditz quest, you should be able to join me.
Alright, give me a moment to put some points in. I keep forgetting that we could skip cutscenes, but I've been doing it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm the only heathen who skips cutscenes, apparently.
Oh, was that?
I said to be fair, apparently I'm the only heathen who skips cutscenes.
Yes, you are. You are. That's nice.
Ow.
Um,
Okay, I can use the clothing shop.
you know the worst
Now
part of
can
being
I-
a tattoo?
Now can I buy a scouter? I
Excruciating
want a
thing.
scouter that matches
No,
my
actually, it was
armor.
actually not even as painful this time because he was like, listen, he was like, everything you described to me about what the last tattoo artist did, he did it wrong, and that's probably why it hurt more. Which, I mean, it's a good thing my pain tolerance is high, so it didn't matter anyway. But like, it was definitely noticeable that it was less painful this time. But I will say the worst part of a tattoo for me is not the tattoo itself, but afterwards they like do like a dry wipe with like a paper towel. Awful. Worst sensory experience ever. Hate it. Despise it. Wish they didn't have to do it, but I understand why they do. Wish it didn't have to be done though. I hate it. It's awful. Like the being stabbed by a needle is so much better than having that dry ass paper towel rubbing all over the wound. Wow, that's crazy.
Seems like we got a can opener. Bitch.
I can fucking reach out.
Also,
What? He's all break that.
Right.
You're just so strong, you can break all the things.
I am gonna have to configure my character to get rid of my supers and such, because you said no supers and ults.
well, I mean, if you feel like you can't deal with that at the start, you can keep the default.
Oh, when did I get Wild Hunt? I just noticed I have that move. Well, you said you're not using any, so I'm not using any. You just get Kamehameha as a super attack? Wait, I'm assuming we get evasives though?
Pretty much. No. You can. I'm going without it for, like, extra difficulty.
I'll do without to keep it fair. Give me a moment, I forgot to boost my attributes. There we go. Those 2 points just went to health. Anyway. I'm gonna meditate. I will meditate while I wait for you to come back. Meditating in game.
Also, the only reason I thought of this idea was because. What? Let me. Yeah, I need you to stop it. Now this is a fucking can opener.
It is a can opener, John.
You know what I mean? The last one broke on me in fucking 2 seconds flat. So at least open the can.
I think it's because you realize how strong you are and you purposefully
No.
weaken yourself so that it doesn't.
The fuck? Am I a Dragon Ball character now?
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, touch like egg."
Time to work fine.
Yes.
I hate working, bro. I don't want to.
Nobody wants to work. That's why I want to stream.
That's a lie. Some people do want to work for some reason because they're actually insane.
No, there's want to work, and then there's want to enjoy work. There's no such thing as wanting to fucking really work.
Like, I'm down for any job if I get good pay because then it'd be worth it and I'd be having a good time because I'm financially stable or whatever. But I don't think I'm ever gonna get there unless everything just does a full like 180. Because it's ass right now. Do you like peaches?
No, what?
Okay, never mind.
Kidding. But why?
Well, let's try this.
What is it? Free coffee?
No, it's not powder. It is. Well, they call it sweet tea, but it doesn't taste like a sweet tea. Like, I don't know what tea they'd be using. But it's not good tea, but I like it. But it's not like.
You ready, Quantum? Yeah, no, I'm not a tea
Yeah.
person.
See, that's why I didn't want to say that it was tea, but I didn't know what else to call it.
Alright. Are you able to hear me, by the way?
Yeah, I've been able to hear you the whole time. I've just been quiet.
Okay.
I did manage to get a scouter that matched my outfit, but the problem is I can only buy the old ones. I can't buy the new ones.
Yeah. But that's why am I level 3? I should only be level 2.
I have no supers, no ults, no key charge, no evasive.
If you look at your
This is going to
stats,
be
your
straight
stats are going to be
hands.
minuscule as hell. So this is like you make too many mistakes, you're going to lose this kind of fight. I want you to know that now.
You named him Cryonics?
Yep. Bro's name is Cryonics. Listen, if you want some backstory for him, he's a genetic experiment trying to fuse the races of Saiyans with the Frieza clan.
Okay, they just cheated you out of that one.
Yeah, Xenoverse does
I
that.
keep forgetting I don't have any supers.
Man, fucking, I'm glad I thought about the fucking future and decided instead of just getting nothing but fucking
I
dinners,
did not mean to do that, but okay.
I got myself a fat can of beans, some Rotel, chili style, tomatoes with green peppers. Oh wait, why am I focusing on breaking you? Oh, did you just perfect block me? I deserve that.
How much health do you have? 2,500. I couldn't not evasive, I couldn't vanish from any of that.
Ouch.
Oh, I just realized my boots are still blue. They were supposed to be red.
Makes sense.
Can I
But,
change that in the lobby, or do I gotta go
yeah,
to the
you can,
fashion guy?
all of your stuff you can change in the lobby. Because my build is balanced, but it looks like it's gonna lean towards blast.
Ah, I can do it here.
So I'm gonna do that. And then, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna just put it all in fucking health right now.
Ooh. Wrong one.
Whenever you feel like you've gotten used to your character's combos,
There
you're
we
free
go.
to add, if you feel like you're used to your character's combos
I'm
before
ready
we...
now.
Alright, if you feel like you're used to your character's combos before we reach level 10, you're free to add moves.
God, the freaking chart where it shows our stats is so small.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was talking about. I'm like, bro, fucking
You
minuscule.
dripped out your character. Me just changed the colors of the outfit and got a different scouter type.
Well, I dripped out my character because this was the only sand armor you could put on this kind of character.
Okay. Ow.
Ow.
But too slippery, it looks like. Oh no. I gotta worry about that tail. Okay, I vanished and then he still comboed me even though I vanished.
Damn, though. Why are females saying so OP? I'm glad that Freezer races don't have a female variation, because I feel like that would be way more run than fucking the males, because I've noticed females are more run generally.
Hey, I was vanishing.
You know?
Why did it... Okay. mine is, but I should probably pop it.
What? Yeah, last I checked. Why?
Yay!
I'm gonna go grab my food real
I
quick.
won with straight hands.
Oh, remember fucking Get Plus? No.
Wait, you're level 3?
Urban is potty.
Let me see what my limit burst is. Super armor. Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, yeah. No, no, this one. Okay. Or do you know what I made out of just food?
Okay, apparently you're AFK or something.
You know they do that, right?
Maybe.
Okay, I don't know why they're. You guys just came through. I'm trying to figure out what $6 thing like that.
It says Earth retires. Did you buy new clothes?
Well, she's only was. Where I went to Target and then Walmart, but those two separate payments and
Online?
online more than two. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think I've never done you said it though.
Well, yes and no. Sometimes people think they really care.
But that recently, I feel like I'd be like, I like to watch like when it's gonna fill up. You check Amazon and bought the honest, and it didn't say is on there. What the fuck is $59.99?
I don't know about that, but I do know I would get like $7 for fucking.
Yeah, I know that. That's fine. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's the urban outfit thing. We're freaking tired.
Just weird shit. Impressed.
Rent. No, like,
Are you good?
Something you overlook.
okay, you really sit on what?
I don't want to.
I took $60 deposit in that too.
You
Yeah,
good?
that's not bad. But it makes sense why it would be $59.99. What the fuck?
Hello?
Wow.
Alright, sorry about that. I had to set the cheese on my burritos and shit. You know how it is, right?
Hello.
Hello. Am I audible?
You good?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
I can't hear you if you're speaking.
Discord needs to stop doing the thing where it shuts off my mic like it's funny. Alright, so remember, after level 10, you can start adding moves and stuff. And then
You have a
level
1
2.
level advantage over me. You're level 3, I'm level 2.
Yeah.
Somehow. Oh yeah, you were using a super soul that boosted your XP.
Yeah, by 1.5 times. But you did hear me though, right? Like level 10, you can start adding moves. Might get my ass beat here.
What was that camera angle? Okay. So I'm learning female Saiyans like to go into the air. We had the same idea.
Times you and I have shared a brain cell.
Ow. I couldn't even move. Was that a hard knockdown? Because I couldn't even see my character and I was
I think
spamming the
that is
dash
a hard.
button and
Yeah,
it
I
was
think. Yeah, I think that's a hard knockdown. In all honesty, if you want, I can tick
maybe I
off the
should
super souls so that way we're gaining EXP at the same rate.
no, I can compensate. Just give me a moment. I can compensate for this. It shouldn't take long. I just have to find it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look
Do I have it equipped to someone else? Alright. I have it equipped.
If you wash yourself a plate, I'll give you one of my burritos. I make good burritos. I don't think I've ever been unsatisfied with any food I've made for myself.
That sounds almost like a bold claim. Alright. I should catch up to you pretty much immediately with this. Although my limit burst isn't that good. It's literally useless after it's used.
40-ton weights.
Nope. Why am I facing that way? Ow, you just did half my health bar in one combo. If I don't, if I don't, if I don't use my stamina, I die. I might actually outlevel you with this now that I think about it.
Eh,
We'll see.
I'm not that pressed.
Yeah, never mind. I only leveled up once. But that does mean I have more attributes to put in. I have 3. And I know exactly where I'm putting them.
He said all into
Here
health.
we go. Literally. You know.
Yeah, that's what I fucking did.
Did you pick max height for Freezer Race?
hmm
We had the same idea. I picked max height for female Saiyan.
You're still shorter than me though, which I find kind of funny.
Yeah. Ah. Ah, I got the chance to dash out, but I went right back in. Yes, give me stamina, please. I need it. I was in the middle of a key stun and you canceled it. Once again, I was able to move, but I moved into it. I haven't even landed a hit on you.
I'm not gonna tell you what I'm
There we
doing
go.
until after this fight.
You blocked in time, that's impressive. I think it is, at least. I'm probably gonna need to pop mine soon here, too. Okay, dropped the combo. The amount of perfect blocks we're getting.
Yeah, I won't lie.
What is this fight? What is this fight?
Xenoverse kind of messing with you there.
That's my limit verse revive cage.
Yours too? That's crazy.
Oh no.
GG's, my guy. GG's.
The amount of perfect blocks we let out in that fight alone is insane, I think.
Well, it's because we're used to it, and like, no offense to everybody who goes on to console or whatever, but console doesn't help perfect blocks. It actually hurts to fucking try.
Because ping.
Well, not only that, it's just fucking console being console. Even if it weren't pink, before they updated Xenoverse for like new gen, perfect blocking for me was nearly impossible. Now I can at least get a few off, but even then, it's still decently bad.
You.
Yeah.
Fight.
Bro, why is my female saying all legs? I just noticed that. Why are her legs so long?
Well,
I think they're long.
Like, I still remember my friend was like, "Oh, you just gotta time your blocks," and I was like, "Can't do that. I can barely time my attacks. The fuck makes you think I could time my blocks so perfectly that I never have to worry, you know?"
Alright, I switched earbuds. There we go. I think it's connected.
Lo and behold, guess who gets over to a computer and perfect blocks are way easier.
Ow. Ow. Why did I hit that way? There. Oh, yes. No! Believe it or not, we are not using the same Super Soul.
Believe it, but only because the Super Soul I'm using technically doesn't exist in the game yet, but exists in the files. You
That
know?
was a weird looking grab. Bro, you just dropped kicked me in the face.
As you do when you're a
Ah,
fucking racist, apparently.
there we go. That's why my earbud wasn't working right. I had it in wrong. Okay, I leveled up.
I'd also like to put this shit on the record, by the way. I don't choose the freezer race because I'm a racist. I choose the freezer race because they're fun. Those of you who decide you choose the freezer race because you're racist, be better.
Some of them might pull a Team 4-star Frieza and say, you can't be racist against a race that no longer exists.
Meanwhile, the race that does exist.
I don't know how to reply to that. I got nothing. I don't know how to react to that. Are you really putting all your points into health?
I haven't put any points in since level 3. And I don't know if I've leveled
Oh,
up since
well,
then.
we're both level 4 now.
Are we?
Yeah, I just leveled up.
Are we level 4 or are we level 5?
I'm level 4. I think you're level 4 as well. You'll have to check after this.
I mean, you can check with the scouter.
Oh, you're level 5, okay.
That explains why I'm beating your ass. Yeah, I deserve that.
the version of this combo looks like for a female Saiyan. That's the wrong combo, but you know what? I'll take a combo. So that's what it looks like for a female Saiyan. Oh. Ow. Oh. I should have sidestepped that.
Whoa.
Damn, nice clash.
Nice ripper block.
Thank you, thank you.
Ah.
Heike, I'm gonna say something that a lot of people may hate. Dragon Ball Super started too fast. Like, cool, you introduced Beerus at the beginning. That's fine. But my main thing was Dragon Ball Super started way too fast. Because, yeah, you know, you can introduce Beerus at the beginning, be like, hey, he's gonna be like the next guy that they're gonna mainly worry about. But they didn't even work up to that, if that makes sense. They just went, God of Destruction, he shows up.
It would have been, you know what I think would have been better is if they made an arc or two between Battle of Gods and Rezaf.
Or, like, have the
Because Super
Supreme
Saiyan God was
Kai.
barely ever used before Tournament of Power.
Well, not only that, but, like, we
the
get,
anime.
like, essentially, what? 2 hours worth of Supreme Kai actually being useful. Maybe they could have had like a whole arc about like the Supreme Kai, and then that lead into meeting the God of Destruction, you know? But no, they just immediately were like, God of Destruction? Everybody else irrelevant already? This is how the series starts. And then I was like, yeah, I mean, cool. We had a nice looking red-haired form. But we're really just sacrificing good storytelling for like speeding up a story. I mean, it's the same shit that happened roughly in GT. They just tried to introduce too much at once. It's the only reason the Spider-Man 3 movie flopped, and therefore... Because, I mean, when you think of Spider-Man 3, you don't really think of Venom, do you? Like, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3, you think, oh, bro getting jumped, it might as well be a Sinister Six movie without, like, 3 of them there anyways. Therefore... Also, I didn't expect to bounce you like that. Are you there? Boom. Yeah, I got you. Here. The kind that doesn't get you hurt. But, yeah, no, if they had focused maybe more on the Supreme Kai, because they only introduced him really in Z, and even then it was like, what, he was side character material at best? No explanation as to, like, how the greater universe worked, because we really haven't seen much of the universe as is, but we just get thrown into multiple universes, you know?
Oh, that was really close to me. I didn't think you could toss it that close to me.
But you get what I mean, though, right? Like,
Ow.
you're telling me we get this backstory on Majin Buu erasing, like, several Supreme Kai, and we don't get, like, any look into the Supreme Kai's life outside of that? Like, we barely know what his duties are, in all honesty. You know? Like, all we know is he's built to make planets and then create life. Outside of that, what do we know? Am I right? Is that
Fair
just
point. I
me?
leveled up. No, I see your point. Where am I gonna put
But
this?
instead of getting that after Z and, like, you know, starting us in Super and trying to, like, round up to maybe we could have had like the first half of Super rounding up to Beerus and then rounding up to, like, instead of Resurrection of F being specifically just New Fancy Gold Frieza against New Fancy Blue form, we could have had Super Saiyan God Goku maybe unlock Super Saiyan Blue by fighting Frieza, and then, like, Vegeta understands it, so he's like, I want to turn, you know? But they kind of just
Hmm.
rushed it. And I know why they did it, because they wanted to get these new movie forms out of the way as early as possible, but
To be fair, I think Battle of Gods, I'm pretty sure was literally just supposed to be a one-off. There wasn't supposed to be a Res F, from what I recall. Like that
but
wasn't the original intent. We were even lucky we got Battle of Gods in the first place.
but you
In
get
that
what I
sense.
mean, though, right? Like, we got Battle of Gods. We would have been fine with just the movies, in all honesty. But they gave us Super, but the way they gave us Super was they tried to rush through those two movies, and in doing so, how much does everybody really remember? I know very few people remember the Potafu arc, which was basically Vegeta's version of the Goku Black arc. Why? Because it was so short, because all it took was Goku to show up and be like, I'm kicking Vegeta's ass.
And Vegeta was like, Kakarot, are you seriously losing to him? And then he's like, how are you supposed to be me if you're losing to Kakarot?
Yeah, so, like, we had a whole identity crisis Vegeta going on. We had... And, I mean, let's be honest here. If you remember the way this Universe 6 tournament went outside of Hit versus Goku, you've got more props than I give anybody. Because even I don't remember that shit. You know?
I remember Botamo because he looks like Winnie the Pooh.
Well, yeah, but, like, you can remember Botamo from the Tournament of Power, too. He was more useful then than in the Universe 6 tournament. Not saying that he wasn't a good quote-unquote fighter, but his ability was so
His
basic, like, you could just go back to Bouillon and Dragon Ball if you want to see someone with a similar ability. Am I wrong? Also, there's, like, some inconsistencies between, like, Z and fucking Super, and, like, I know why they did it, because technically, Super really comes from Kai.
it's an extension from Kai,
Yeah,
at least the
like,
anime
at
version,
least that's how I
which is
feel.
technically canon from what I've heard, because it's basically just the Z anime without the filler.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
without the
you could
filler,
argue
minor
it's more canon than
alterations.
the main series, than the
Yeah,
main
but,
anime, I should say.
my
What
thing
type of
was,
game
it's
are you at?
just, they kind of rushed through it. So, like, we went straight from, oh, you know, Goku just beat Majin Buu, so we're learning about how that goes, into now Goku's fighting Beerus. Now Goku's fighting fucking Frieza. We don't even get, like, a in-between skip of that. We really do just get, like, oh, Vegeta went to Beerus's planet? Goku wants to go.
I think that Beerus randomly showing up does technically make sense from what we know of him. So I think personally we can keep a good portion of the Battle of Gods movie there, but just don't make a whole arc out of it. Just have the movie and then have an arc or two or three between that and
Or
Resurrection F, and then
or
have more build up to Res F while you're in it. Make it a little bit more of an
maybe
arc.
give us, like, an in-between arc of Goku Black. So instead of Goku Black having, like, Rose being such an unnatural thing, maybe that's why they unlock Blue. Not Frieza, because, I mean, Let's be honest, nobody knew Frieza was coming back, so why the fuck was Blue even required? Like, they really have the power of gods by the time Frieza, like, revives. And on top of that, they have even better control, which means that's like a whole arc's worth of training that we didn't really get to make sense out of, if that makes sense.
If I remember correctly, it's only like a 6-month gap in between both the arcs.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, when Frieza gets the fuck up is like he gets a form beyond Super Saiyan Blue. Maybe have Frieza train more, because there's no way in hell. I refuse to believe that, regardless
Yeah,
of how
I was about to say,
egotistical.
one way to help with it would have been to nerf his potential a bit.
Maybe not nerf his potential, but at least let him learn from his mistakes. Because high key, if Frieza learned from Namek at all, which he should have, considering Goku actively kept pointing it out. Like, you can't tell me somebody telling you, like, all your faults, you're not gonna listen even slightly. I don't care how
And what I mean by
egotistical
nerf
you
his
are.
potential is what I meant was like, don't make Golden Frieza so powerful that they needed Blue.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
just had like we get
maybe
to
just
see more of Super Saiyan God in action. That's why I think part of why I think people don't like the way that Super portrays things is that, like you said, it kind of happened too fast. We got Super Saiyan
yeah,
God. It was used
we
in
basically
one
rushed too
movie,
far. So
and
instead
used it
of
in one movie, and then we see it in Battle of Gods. Or if you read the manga, you see
you
uh,
see it used a lot in
Goku
the
switch
manga, to be fair.
between. Yeah,
Vegeta
they do a way
uses
better
it,
job of that in the
Goku
manga.
uses it. Like, I get that, but the thing is,
Goku got the Super Saiyan God Blue switch in the
yeah.
manga in the tournament of the in the Universe 6 tournament. Then Vegeta pulls it off in the Goku Black arc.
Yeah, but my thing was just like we kind of got rushed into that form as is. Don't get me wrong. Like they could have had like a whole arc of discovering Super Saiyan God instead of just immediately using the Dragon Balls, or like had like maybe a miniature Shadow Dragon saga because of it. You know?
I
Because
do
I mean,
like the,
you can't tell me
there are
Shenron
ways
wouldn't
to
be
change
upset
it.
with it. You can't tell me Shenron wouldn't be upset with, hey, so can you tell me how to become a god? Like, come on.
That would be kind of interesting in the sense of like Beerus goes to Earth and then he's like, okay, square up. I want to fight a Super Saiyan God. And they're like, we don't know how. And then Shenron knows something, but he doesn't know exactly how. And they go on a bit of an adventure. And Beerus is kind of just watching through Whis' staff. Like, Beerus has Whis watch them through his staff to see, like, if they're
Beerus,
actually trying to
or
do it.
maybe Beerus would do what he does in like canon, where he'll be like, "Oh, I'll give you like 2 years of time to figure it out." So instead of them immediately going to the Dragon Balls, they like go on an adventure trying to look for like lost legends or whatever. But instead of finding it, they end up having to use the Dragon Balls and causing a mini Shadow Dragon saga. And at the end, they finally learn how to go God or something. You know, something that maybe makes God a little bit more of a, I guess, scavenger hunt or something, instead of just like, here's the form, good luck, have fun with Beerus, you know? Because I
Problem with
like
doing
Super
a
Saiyan God,
shadow.
I like Ultra Instinct, I like all of the forms that came out of Super, but just like how I like Super Saiyan 4 and GT, it definitely could have always been done better. There is no such thing as can't be done better. And I know, don't critique it. It's a good series or whatever, but even good series get critiqued at some point, whether it be the fat plot holes in Spider-Man 3, why everyone looks like a fucking insane person when they're running around. Because, I mean, I went and rewatched Spider-Man, right? Because I was curious. And in Spider-Man, something that kind of unnerved me when I looked at it again was how psychotic Mary Jane looked running around town in a motherfucking wedding dress with a big fat smile on her face after leaving what would have been her husband at the altar, you know? Because I don't know about you, but if I see someone running around town with like a wedding dress and a fat smile, I'm gonna be like, oh, well, what the fuck? Because that's not an everyday sight. It's just, and then maybe for instead of the Frieza saga, where like the main issue is like Frieza's like not well trained with Golden. Maybe instead of that being why he lost, it's just like Golden wasn't really that powerful. Maybe it was only a Super Saiyan Blue boost and something like that, you know. But instead, they decided, no, we're just gonna be like Frieza was tired. It worked during the Namek saga as an excuse, but to be fair, during the Namek saga, Frieza was like what, pseudo new to this whole ruling the planet. He wasn't used to people challenging him at all, so his quote unquote full power would be ridiculous, you know? He was like, I'll just slap him with my full power. It'll be fine. And then Goku's like, you're not even trained with that. You're not going to be able to hold that. And even if you do, like, it's going to keep draining you. So there's no point. Like, you've lost. And instead of Frieza embracing that knowledge and, applying it to whatever next form he ends up developing, he just gets shat on in Golden, Because why? Oh, he didn't learn from Namek. Like, I know you're telling
To
me,
be fair, it was over a decade ago,
yeah,
and he
and
was trapped in hell doing who knows
but
what.
but even by
Probably
that
doing
logic,
nothing.
like, he underestimated the Saiyans, he overestimated his power several times, and on top of that, he knew that he was already told that his full power, his big buff final form didn't wasn't ready for that. Like, he needed to like train it to get it to work, But instead of listening, they decided to make Frieza a little too stubborn. Like, I know he's egotistical. And, like, that's, like, part of Frieza's thing. Like, he's just egotistical, evil dictator, tyrannical ruler, or whatever. But, they just kind of didn't give him any room to, like, learn. For someone who's supposedly smart enough to, like, wipe out an entire race of Saiyans, like, bro's dumb as bricks, Like, with the way they treat Frieza, it might as well just be he's hired muscle. I like his design. His design is cool and all, like Golden Frieza, Black Frieza, cool designs, but what why do you care about the design when the bro who's like the coolest design usually ends up with like the shittiest mentality? Like Goku not kissing Chi-Chi and Super being canon? What the fuck,
I mean, they went on a date, canonically, but he just beat her up. They just sparred.
But you get what I mean, though. It's just not one of those like I find it way harder to believe than anyone else that you, regardless of whether or not you know what marriage is, you've never seen anyone kiss. Like, I don't believe that you haven't seen Bulma and Yamcha kiss, or fucking Krillin in 18, or someone like that. Cause like that feels like
Or
some
even
shit that
better
people
yet,
just be doing.
when he was looking for Bulma in the city, he was in a city full of people.
Yeah, there were a lot
You
of
would
people
imagine that
kissing
there would
there.
have been at least a handful of people.
Yeah. But
But even then, I think Krellin would have told him about it because he was a little perv.
like
Krellin would have probably told him
you're
about that
telling me the two
if he
perverts
realized.
that he has like the most access to because he literally grew up and trained with them didn't ever tell him anything about the birds, the bees. Like, come on. In my personal headcanon, there is not a reason that Goku wouldn't know that stuff because that just doesn't make sense.
If he knows how to make a baby, he should know about kissing.
Yeah.
Unless Chi-Chi kind of was just like, sit back and relax, Goku, let me do all the work.
Well, even then, I feel like Chi-Chi would just get upset doing that. nothing against like Chi-Chi or whatever, but we both know she's already struggling to keep like Goku's mind under control when all he wants to do is fight.
Or eat.
Yeah, so like that's
You
cool
keep
and
forgetting I
all.
don't have any supers.
A couple stories, but I think people offer him like other services full time for his tattoo. And he's just like, I don't want that. Like, I just want to. I need money.
You get what I mean, though, right? Like, they really just overrushed it, maybe added a few too many problems that really didn't need to be recurring. Like, you're telling me that nobody had a backup plan for if Goku got his body stolen again when that was such a fat thing with Ginyu? Like, once is usually enough. One time of getting Goku's ass beat, he learns to stop underestimating his opponent. One time of fucking fighting an army, Goku learns maybe he doesn't want to be the bad guy, you know, or whatever. Like, you can't tell me. You can't tell me if somebody stole your body once that you wouldn't be more on guard against such an attack again, you know?
Not unless it was like freaking 30 years ago or something. And even then, it would probably be back in the back of your mind. You'd be like,
Yeah, like the
something
Super
feels
Saiyan
off.
with
I don't know
Frieza.
what it is. Yeah, that freaking traumatized him.
Like, you can't tell, bro, you can't tell me that that shit wouldn't be traumatizing either, because fucking imagine you just get the power to you're there to like help fight this big bad, and not even the big
You're
bad,
here
like
to.
his second in command at best stops you by stealing your body, and then ends up injuring you
When you were
so
stronger
bad.
than him.
Yeah, and then ends up injuring your body so bad before leaving it that not only are you on the ground, but the most you can do to save the other fighters in your group is throw a frog to stop him.
And then you can't even help fight the big bad because you're too injured. You're in a healing pod.
Yeah, it's just, you can't tell me that shit wouldn't be traumatizing to like anyone, regardless of how much your Saiyan blood boils or whatever, you know? Like, that's just insanity. Also, I think you might win this one.
No.
You
You jinxed
almost
it.
won. You almost won. But you get what I mean, though. Like, it just makes no logical sense to me.
You know, I did just think of something.
What?
I did just think of something interesting. Maybe instead of them fighting Frieza in Rezef, he kind of sends out his henchmen, and it's revealed this character is technically canon. It's extended canon though. Kuriza appears, and he's the person they have to fight. Do you know who Kuriza is?
Frieza's son. But,
Yep.
or maybe we don't end up with, like, Kuriza. Like, we still get, like, the
But
basic, like,
something
Rezef
kind of
sequence, but instead of,
we
like,
get
Frieza
another member of the
immediately
Frieza race who's a prodigy.
or maybe instead
Either
of
way.
like having like a big bad immediately show up, like Frieza just keeps sending soldier into soldier, like it's an invasion instead of like, alright, well here's all of my army. And then I'm just gonna wipe them out when I power up anyways, you know. I could have just sent them off to destroy things, keep everyone else distracted while I killed the Saiyans, you know? Nah, Frieza just fucking killed his own army. Like, come on. You can't tell me this is terrible this ain't terrible planning. You know?
That netcode though for a moment there.
This February is like I was calling him. I was like, oh yeah,
Oh.
You get what I mean though, like on top of the fact that Frieza was really just planning to do Goku dirty, you're telling me he didn't think of a distraction. Like, you got, like, 12 fighters there, not including the Saiyan or whatever. And instead of like keeping them properly distracted, you give them like maybe a 5-minute fight before you show up. Nah, bro. I'd have an invasion force at the ready. I'd have the entire planet all over just being fucking swarmed with my army, only to wait for them to show up when they finally defeat the army after maybe 3 days, and then maybe reveal that, you know, I am the big bad. Fuck you. I'm back. You think I was gone? Nah,
Who do you think commanded this army?
Yeah.
Salza?
Or maybe like make cooler canon, and like
Yeah, I was gonna say have cooler help.
he goes to revive Frieza because he doesn't think he can handle the Saiyans because he heard about them fighting Majin Buu or something, you know?
Okay, I vanished behind you and then you still sucked me into your combo. Interesting.
But you get what I mean
Interesting
though, right?
method.
Like you could have had like maybe a Frieza Cooler team up, call it Resurrection of F, but like it'd still be like a Frieza Cooler movie. Maybe Cooler teaches Frieza fifth form, and in turn Frieza like and Cooler train to get golden.
Maybe instead of it being a movie, like it could be a legitimate arc.
Yeah, but no, we ended up with, oh, you know, Golden Frieza's back. He wipes out half of his own army. Like, I get he's evil, and, like, that's his whole thing. It's just like, if you guys can't do your job, I'll wipe you out myself and do it myself. But you're telling me that he didn't think about just sending his entire army out to go terrorize, like, the millions of people just to make Goku suffer even more?
Or, you know, it would have probably been smarter is that he could have spread out his men a little bit, gone after, I don't know, like a dozen planets to separate the Z fighters into like a group of one or two, and then send fake quote unquote survivors or refugees that had quote unquote escaped, and that would give them a reason to go to these planets where they could theoretically be picked off, and therefore the Z fighters would be at a fraction of their normal fighting capacity. And then that's
Or even he
and
could have
then
just
like
gone
release
around
them.
destroying shit. Because, I mean, Pierce doesn't care. As long as, like, the planets with the good food aren't touched, he really doesn't care what Frieza does. Otherwise, he
Yeah.
wouldn't let Frieza destroy Vegeta. You know?
Yeah. The idea that I had was that he can kind of spread, like I said, spread his invasion force over a handful of planets or so, and then send fake refugees, like have them send distress calls to like the Galactic Patrol, and that's how we get Jocko involved, because Bulma knows Jocko, or yeah, Bulma knows Jocko, and then they're like,
Also,
okay,
Bulma
we'll help
being
the
such a
Galactic
prodigy, she's
Patrol.
flying a spaceship at the age of 3 kind of concerns me. Like, I know that's, like, meant to show you how smart she is, but, like, still, come on. You can't tell me you were fine with, like, a little girl, regardless of who you are, flying a fucking spaceship.
But anyway, the idea of it taking place over the course of a few days actually makes it a little more realistic and scary,
I mean,
because you know they're
yeah,
probably
because,
like,
like,
oh, it'll take like a day or two for us to liberate this planet with just the one or two of us. And then, so because they're so busy doing that, they're not even going to question not hearing from their allies. And then on that third or fourth day, Frieza and or Cooler come over. The Z fighters try to gather together, only to realize that they're at a fraction of their original size, with only the strongest remaining, which would be like Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, we'll say. There's only 4 of them left, and since they've been up for like 3 days stopping the invasion force,
they're
that's
more
why it's so
tired.
much harder for them to fight against Cooler and Frieza, and therefore they don't need to be as strong, and or Golden Form doesn't have to be as strong. And it would be a
Also,
closer fight, and you could really show
are you level 10?
Frieza's level 10? No, I'm level 7.
Damn, what's your super
Oh,
soul? I'm gonna let you beat my ass for like.
How are you level 10? I'm using my hobbies
I
are reading
think
and sports. That is a 3 times XP boost.
I think when you win, you get more XP. So I might let you beat my ass for like 3 matches.
But yeah, the idea of the more covert invasion, I think, would show that
How much Frieza
Frieza's
learned.
tactical genius, his tactical abilities, and his ability to govern things, to order people around and keep his organization organized. To
Yeah,
show
because I
just
mean,
how good he is at being a businessman and a
we
leader.
yeah, all we really got from Frieza, like, don't get me wrong, he's supposed. And what makes me more upset is Frieza's supposed to be this, like, really smart, egotistical guy. He's supposed to be like, what if Tony Stark was space racist evil?
I think when they say he's a genius, they're specifically referring to combat and ki. Like nothing else. Like fighting and combat. Oh, you're using moves.
Well, yeah, because
Oh
I'm
yeah,
level
you're level
10.
10, that's why.
Just beat my ass, and you should get, like, a decent amount of XP. But, like, my thing was, is just fucking. They rushed it, you know? Like, I'm not gonna fight back, you're good. Just kill me with everything you got, or whatever. But, like, they rushed it, and that was always my thing. I didn't want to admit it, because in all honesty, admitting that they rushed it kinda hurts. But it's true, they rushed it, and we got so far. We could have had, like, Super Saiyan Blue Goku versus Jiren being, like, the highlight of the Tournament of Power. That's how much they rushed it. You know? Like, that would have been
What would have
cool.
been interesting
Or, like, maybe
in
just
the
leave it at Omen. Instead of, like, oh, he mastered Ultra Instinct because it was so stressful. And then, bam, he almost kills himself with the power. Like, I know you did
or
that for,
if you
like,
were gonna have him master it, quote unquote, maybe you can have it so that like he does do it, but for like such a short period due to how much strain his body is under that he just immediately loses it.
kind of
And
like
then it's
when
like,
they
crap,
accidentally
17
flashed
has
into
to
blue
clutch
in
up.
the anime. You know, like, have it, like, flash into the form. Maybe not, like, instantly kill him or something.
No, not instantly kill him. Like he flashes into it, and since his body is so stressed and the form has so much power, he just almost immediately loses it.
But yeah, there's
That's what I
just a
mean.
lot with fucking. And don't get me wrong, I like Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super is a good show. And, you know, grain of salt, like, for each critique or whatever.
I think a lot of people would agree that the first 2 arcs either didn't need to exist as they were, or they could have been changed.
They could have been
Either they could have,
lengthened.
yeah. The way that they went, they either, well, by shorten is
The
they
reason
just had a bunch of filler.
well, it's
That's
not
what I
only
mean. They
that,
just
like,
expanded the fight,
on
the big
top
fight.
of that, instead of them, like, focusing specifically, yeah, just beat my ass until you reach level 10. I'm not too pressed. Uh, just, I can't begin, you know? Like, they should have lengthened the actual saga itself. Instead, we got, like, hee hee ha ha, you know, Hercule punches Goku, Goku grabs his tractor on the way out, or some shit like that. We could have gotten, you know, them scavenger hunting for the answers to finding the Super Saiyan God. So Beerus doesn't come back in like 4 years and destroy their planet. He comes back and finds the Super Saiyan God, you know? And then maybe it turns out the Super Saiyan God, much like the Super Saiyan legend, isn't just one person, but it's a form that can be obtained through like special means or whatever. Like the ritual is still fine, don't get me wrong, but maybe not like make it to where it's oh hee hee ha ha Super Saiyan God is basically just going to be useless for the rest of the series. Give it meaning, you know?
I did not mean to finish you off disrespectfully with that heavy stamina break.
No, you're good.
I just
But
did that thick kick on the back of your neck.
and I know like technically it's earned, I guess, cuz like it's not really supposed to be like overly abused or whatever. Like it's a god form.
I
That's
do
what it's
also
made
think that
for. But most of
I
the
do
forms
think
he's
that
had have been earned. Super Saiyan was earned, and like whether you think it's an ass pull or not, once we got to like Super Saiyan 3 is when things started to feel like an ass pull. And even then, Super Saiyan 3 is still more earned than God, because Goku was training for years in Otherworld to get that, whereas for Super Saiyan God, they really just gathered around, held hands, and then fought Beerus.
I do think that the anime overinflated and the transformation sequence for Super Saiyan God. They could have.
I mean, the
They did.
transformation sequence was fine. If you want to
Yeah,
overinflate
I
it
was.
because you want it to be important, yes, but they
Yeah,
didn't make it that important. The only other time we see God being used is like for funsies in the Tournament of Power.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they're gonna make it feel like it's not as important, they should have done it something in between what the original movie did in its dramatics and the what we got in the anime. Somewhere in between. Not quite as dramatic, but definitely still have that dramatic entrance.
Yeah,
Because,
or
like you
maybe
said, it's
make
supposed
Super
to
Saiyan
be
God
the
be.
awake. And on top of that, it's in this case, in your version of it, it is what the entire arc has been leading up to. So it
Yeah.
needs to be dramatic.
Yeah, so instead of being like, oh, it's Super Saiyan God, it's a new form, let's start marketing toys now. It's like, here are these glimpses of Super Saiyan gods. You could probably pull way more marketing out of just teasing the form than the actual form itself. I
Remember
mean,
before Res? Remember before we got the plot of Res F? Uh, how we thought that Vegeta how Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta was just Super Saiyan God Vegeta, but his was blue because he was royalty. That was a thing. I did
or
not
how
mean to
we
do that.
thought Blue Evolution was just gonna be Royal Blue.
Some people do call it that
It's
because
not
it's a
even that.
royal
It's
blue
really
color.
just Blue Evolution, But fucking,
They
like,
call it. Some people call it royal blue either because it's Vegeta's version, upgraded version of it, and he's the prince, or because it just looks like the color royal blue. Whichever explanation you want to go with.
but that's what I'm saying. Like forms like that could have been like increased, expanded upon. Maybe instead of like just like Vegeta getting a new blue form, instead of rushing into Ultra Instinct, we could have gotten a new blue form for Goku. So instead of like Royal, we could have made it Royal Blue. We could have Blue Evolution Vegeta, and then like Blue Evolution for Kakarot, but maybe Kakarot's is different because he's not royalty or something. Like there's so many ways to expand upon the lore, And instead of doing that, you kind of rushed immediately into like the big forms of your series. Like it got so bad that you ran out of forms, so instead you just recycled the same form and said, "Oh, well, it's not really completed. It's completed, but it's not really completed." So now we
I
have
do.
Ultra Instinct mastered, TUI mastered, and shit like that. And then you're like, well, is it really like worth it? Because I mean, all it is
Part
just
of
going back and forth.
part of me likes the idea of completed blue. Like instead of getting blue evolution, maybe Vegeta discovers how to perfect Super Saiyan blue,
Yeah,
like how Goku did it in the manga against Fusamasu. Also, I did just reach level 10.
crispy. Or maybe like
Okay,
it turns out
so
that instead of like Goku getting blue evolution, he perfects blue. And then instead of Kaioken causing such a fat downgrade like it did during the Universe 6 and 7 tournament, it's now just like using Kaioken with base because he's perfected blue.
let me see. I need to figure out what moves to use. Because you said that our limitation is that we have to be using moves from the same saga.
Yeah.
So, like,
Well,
for
I mean,
example, I
not
can't use times
necessarily the
10
same.
Kamehameha right now, as an
Okay, so
example.
here's how I see it. Times 10 is technically just a Goku move. Uh, you learn it from Mentor Goku. But because of who he has you train with Buu Saga characters, so times 10 is when you can use Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, that's what I. My point is that that's too far. We're
Also,
not even using
another
Super
thing,
Saiyan, so a times 10 Kamehameha should be out of the question.
I'm gonna say
That's what I'm
Potential
saying.
Unleashed and Super Saiyan 3 can be used at the same time, since those are in the same
Yeah.
saga.
That's fine. That makes sense. What was the name of this move?
I'm gonna start off with the Bardock moves only because those
I
technically
was going
predate
to use a
every
Bardock
saga.
move.
Yeah, all the Bardock moves predate the sagas. So if you want to use like characters that predate the sagas, like Bardock, fucking Chilled, anybody who has like a move set that actually exists though, you can do that. You can use Piccolo, you can use Goku, you can use Kid Gohan. Because technically those
Oh, that
predate.
gives me an idea.
Yeah.
Uh, no, not that move. Um, no, I don't have enough key for those.
Again, once we reach 20 is when we can use Kaioken. And then 40 is when we can use Super Saiyan. And since I don't have any forms until we get to like Buu Saga and then Rezev, I won't be transforming past Kaioken for ages.
Where is this move? It's a freaking Piccolo move. There it is. Jeez.
But you get what I mean, though. Like, there were so many other ways it could have been gone about, and I'm not exactly like a genius, so like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you guys did shit, because I mean I understand you guys do what you can with what you have. But there are better ways
I'm
just to
going to
like
assume this is a Kid Gohan move.
make sense.
I'm assuming that's what this is. Oh wait, is this the move I'm looking for? No. It was this one. Okay. Um, I'm going to assume that we can only use full power charge at best if we're going to use an energy charge, right?
No, all charges are good, and the only reason I'm doing that is because otherwise it would take forever to start some matches, because we do like to let each other charge.
Let's see. You'll lose health. No, I don't want that. I guess I'll go with. Mm, I'm tempted to use this move, but this is technically a GT move. I was gonna use Revenge
What is
Final
it?
Flash.
Oh. Yeah,
Guess that's a
unfortunately, no.
variation of Final Flash, which
We'll
doesn't appear
say,
until the Cell Saga. We'll say that we can't use it because it also takes place
I'm
like
gonna limit.
15 years after the end of Z,
Okay, so
which is the
here's
Boo
how I'm gonna
Saga.
do that. GT and Super are gonna be like after the Buu Saga. So GT stuff and Super stuff will always be after the Buu Saga. So if you decide you want to use like Super Saiyan 4 Goku moves or like GT Vegeta moves like Final Shine Attack or whatever, wait until you can use Super Saiyan God, which will be 20 levels after Super Saiyan 3. Alright? And the reason I'm only making it Super Saiyan God is because I feel like that's fair. Like, that'd probably be where Super Saiyan 4 stands in terms of power. You know.
It's the closest form.
What do you think of my drip, by the way?
I'm gonna use this move. Now awoken. Oh, you changed it.
Yep. You like my new drip?
Interesting. Wait, are we the same? I think you are slightly taller.
Yeah, I'm
You are
slightly
taller
taller.
by like 2 or 3 inches.
But yeah, fucking. This is what I'm talking about though, because fucking they could have had like a whole like fat scavenger hunt like with like a clock ticking instead of maybe like a Shadow Dragon saga, maybe like a finding the Super Saiyan God arc. And like it just turns out that, they needed to find out about the thing, so they needed to go to Namek anyways, but they didn't know, so they just go searching around. Maybe because this would maybe introduce Vegeta's brother Tarble into the series. Because I mean, bro doesn't get used. The fuck? Why is Tarble not used?
He's royalty.
Yeah, like
Oh,
maybe give
I thought
Tarble
that
a
was
Super
coming.
Saiyan form, not like immediately, but you know, start Vegeta
Have
on a
Vegeta
teaching
train him
path.
up because he's like, you know what? What we did wasn't fair to you. Let me give you the power to help you protect the one that you love. Because he knows his what. Oh, that was not the right move for me to use. You perfect blocked that!
Yeah, but you get what I mean though, right? Like fucking
Ow.
call
We're
it
the
the
same level and you're bodying me.
call it the finding the Super Saiyan God.
I've never been able to land that move on anyone, I don't think.
But yeah, that's just like how I feel about it. And I know it's like bad guy thing to think or whatever, but we could have had like a whole arc dedicated to just that one form alone. Instead, we got, oh, Beerus is here. Let's all join hands and gain power. You know?
Maybe then you could have actually had Pan be born at the right time too, by having Tarble be the one, the sixth Saiyan. And then Pan being born would have been a bit more of a surprise. And
Or
then that maybe
maybe,
that's how
or
we
maybe
get
like have it like
Gohan getting ready to train again because, like, during the
he's worried
scavenger,
about his like family
yeah, he
because he gets the
realizes
news.
Videl is pregnant, must protect family. Then gets like a similar kind of rage boost to when he fought Cell once he realizes what's at stake for his family. And then he's like, I swear to God, I'm going to train again. I will not slack.
Yeah, there
So
were
he gets
so
that
many ways that
motivation
could have been
during
fixed.
that scavenger kind of arc in Battle of Gods.
And maybe
Or,
it wouldn't be called the
uh,
Battle of Gods arc. It'd be called like the Finding the Super Saiyan God arc. Because like the whole thing would be searching for the Super Saiyan God. Because I mean, why would you immediately jump into a Battle of Gods and then just after that make like continue? If I was gonna deal with like a Battle of Gods arc, I wouldn't have it at the beginning of the series. Maybe have it at the end. Maybe that'd be like because Beerus did say the Super Saiyan God would be his rival. He never said the person would be in that form being his rival. So maybe Beerus like sees the Super Saiyan God is secretly underwhelmed. So instead of being like, yeah, this is what I'm looking for, he's just not pressed about it.
I'd catch you slipping on that.
So like in at
That
the
didn't
end
land.
of
Okay.
and then maybe at the end of like Dragon Ball Super as a whole, you could have had like the true Battle of Gods or something where Goku finally is like strong enough to at least fight with Beerus. Maybe not win, but fight with him, you know? But instead, we got Battle of Gods as like our first essential arc, which makes me sad because we don't really see Goku fight Beerus ever again.
You are absolutely flooding me with these moves.
Yeah, I used to play
Ow.
with a lot of Bardock moves for like ages. I
No.
deserve that. I deserve that too. But you know what? You're still gonna catch that.
No, I'm not. No.
Fucking. Anyways, like there were so
I
many
just
different
canceled your
things we
team.
can do. Yeah, I think when you win, you level up faster. So once I get to level 20, I'll like wait there, and you can beat me up, and you can use Kaioken. Because I think at 20 we'll use Kaioken, and then like 40 will be like your Super Saiyan variations.
You're level 11. I am level 11. We are the same level.
And that's kind of funny. I'm almost level 12 though.
I think I am too. I have like 400 XP left. But to be fair, I'm losing most of them, so I should probably keep that ×3 super soul on. So we're getting pretty comparable XP amounts. Nobody, whoever's watching this stream, write that down, write that down. Let's take credit for their ideas and publish it.
Bold of you to assume I'm not streaming right now. But jokes aside, fucking I like the way the Battle of Gods arc is. It's not necessarily my favorite arc in all of Super. In fact, if we're being honest, I didn't like the way they did it differently from the manga when it came to things like the Goku Black arc, the Battle of Gods, or whatever.
I landed it! Yes!
Um,
I
I
did
like
not mean
how
to
in
do
the
that.
manga,
I perfect blocked it!
I like how in the manga, what we got was like meta cooler invasion levels of Fusamasus going around fucking shit up. I don't like the. Alright, well, now there's just a bunch of Zamasu faces in the sky, so Zeno's concerned. You know? Because that just felt like kind of a cop out. Like, I know, like, animation budget or whatever. But, like, still. Could have had
That explode
way
right there.
more.
That would have been a cool finisher.
Yeah, it could have had, like, maybe Trunks fighting off, like, a bunch of Fusamasus, and then that's why they call Zeno. And then Zeno's just like, why can't you guys handle this? And then they're just like, well, no, not really. He's kind of immortal. And then maybe Zeno asks for another favor. You know, it would only make sense to me.
Yes!
GG's.
I think that's only the second one I've won with this character.
Yeah. But you get what I mean, though, right? Like, they could have done so much more. So much.
I am now level 12.
Crispy, I'm still level 11. But, yeah, no. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here.
Alright.
Take it easy, alright?
Alright, you too.
I'll try and hop back on tomorrow if I'm awake after
Things
work.
allow it.
Yeah.
If circumstance allows. That's fine.
Yeah. Anyway.
Zamasu clearly did not